Are you wanting to make a photo book online? I will show you where you can make one and then also tips on how you can make them. Hello, I'm Bailey with DIY on the House. Thank you for joining us today. If you are new to the channel, we have tons of videos on DIY projects, from DIY repairs on your house to DIY crafts. Today I get to show you my favorite activity, and that's actually making photo books. Me and my mom always joke that we have the extra DNA of record keeping. She has done incredible with scrapbooks over the years, and about the last 5 years we have done these online photo books. We do them through Snapfish, and I will tell you why we go through Snapfish, and I will also tell you how to make these and tips that I've learned along the way. Okay, let's jump right in. I'm at snapfish.com. I'm already logged in. If you don't have an account, go ahead and make one. Super simple. Now let's click on the photo books tab, and this is where you'll choose the photo book size. So there's 8x8, 8x11, 11x14, there's landscape, portrait options. They have a good amount of options for you. Now this is tip 1. Once you pick the size of your book, so 8x11, and you start making your photo book, down the road, if you decide that you would rather have an 11x14 or a 12x12 or any size, your photo book will not transfer over. You're stuck with that size. So if you'd like to make the 12x12 book, you would have to start an entirely new project. So you would like to put a little bit of thought into what size book you want right now, because if you decide that you want a different size book later down the road, it will be a time waster for you. I usually go with the 8x11 book. I have done the 8x8, but the 8x11 is their most popular book, and they offer the most deals on that book specifically. So that size will often have the most deals on it, so you will likely be able to get a better price for that book. So we'll go ahead and pick a hardcover 8x11 landscape book. Here's now where you can pick the layout of your photo book. There's 129 results. They have some incredible designs in here. I will dig into the layout here in a minute, so I'm just going to pick summer snapshots and make this book. You'll have to get some photos, and here's step 2. When you're selecting your photos, be methodical. You don't want to upload an entire album of pictures, and in the end you may have 10 of the same picture. You will want to be a bit methodical, because I will show you here in a second, once you add pictures in, they will come in as thumbnails, and it will be a little bit difficult to figure out which one you like and which one you don't. So to help you have a clean, concise gallery, you'll want to be methodical rather than adding an entire album. So here I'm going to add in a few pictures from my graduation. Like I said, be methodical, only add in the pictures that you know you probably would like to keep in there. Of course, you can decide on later that yes, I wanted this one, and no, I didn't want that one. So we will add in a few pictures and load them in. You have the option to add more photos, but for right now I'm going to click done. And here is your cover. Now these are not going to be the picture for my cover, but I will show you step 3. Step 3 is that you do not have to conform to their designs. Although they're saying put to here, or you can go to layout here and look at their other designs, you do not have to conform to that. You can do whatever you want, and this is why I love Snapfish. So we can pick picture, and I don't want any of this. So I can delete it all. Then for my picture, and again, this is why I love Snapfish, you can do whatever you please. You can make it this, and I only want to see my diploma. Or I can do this. I don't want to see just my bottom half, so I can make my top. You can make it as small as you want. Here is big, low resolution, so you don't want to go that big. Here is tiny. You can do whatever you'd like. Then it's up to you, and I love this because you don't have to conform to any sort of layout. You can. They have some incredible layout options here. I can say that I would like some text in the corner. So what you do is you drag over this layout, let go in the middle, and it will load on in and put your picture into that layout. Then you can say, I don't want the top of my head chopped off, so I will pull that down. I'll show you a little bit more with layouts on the inside covers. So we'll go to our photos. I do not want one big photo in here, so I'm going to say delete. And I would like all my photos in here. So go ahead and drag them all in. Now we have 6 photos in there. So there's multiple options on now how you can design your page. You can go to layouts. You can go to 4+ photos and look to see if they have any options for 6 photos. So this one has 6 photos. I'm going to drop that into the middle and see how that looks. Now this is not my most favorite because it is chopping off a few areas that I would like to keep. So if you're saying, nope, I don't care for that, go ahead and click undo. And instead, you can hit Shuffle Gallery. Shuffle Gallery is an incredible tool that Snapfish offers. It will look at the size of your photos and put them into multiple different options. You can go for Spotlight, where it will make one photo bigger. They have Scrapbook, Simple, Classic. Classic will look at the design templates that the Summer Snapshot book has and look at your photos and say this might be a better layout for you. However, I would like to go back to Grid and select this one. And then I can look later on and say, you know, I'd like this one to be smaller and over. This one also to be smaller and over. And then bring this photo over and then go ahead and add text. And do PVCC Virtual Grad 2020. And this is just where you get to have fun. You can make this page as custom as you'd like, or you can just go and say, you know what, I like their template, I don't want to do the work, and it looks great that way. It is really how much effort and how much customization you'd like to put into it. They have multiple different texts in here. I like the look of their Brofree script. And you can add in more text. You can do a background. Sky is the limit, and I just love the customization options that Snapfish offers. They also offer embellishments. We can go into school, see graduation, and they offer different little embellishments that you can add to your page. Now, another way you don't have to conform to their layout is their background images. You can go to background. They have a multitude of background colors that you can choose from, along with travel backgrounds. You have some more beachy backgrounds, and if you want to get a bigger look for it, go ahead and click the magnifying glass and it will give you a bigger look of what that background is. Now I have actually switched to our family album that I'm currently making on our personal account. Now this is going back to the tip about being methodical with the pictures that you choose. As you can see, as time goes on, you are going to have a good amount of pictures in this sidebar. And while you can go ahead and click the plus button to view it larger, it is going to be a lot more simpler if you already know that that is the picture that you're going to use, rather than having to click on each individual picture to see if that is a good quality picture that you'd like to put into your photo book. Now this next tip is not a Snapfish specific tip. Instead, it is more of a tip that I use to help make the photo book making process easier. I find it as a good rule of thumb is that once an event happens, go ahead and place those pictures into your photo album. Here I have photos placed in, but I don't have any text in there with them at the moment, or this may not be the exact layout that I use. However, by placing them in there, I know that that event came before our camping trip. And so it's just a good way to make sure that in the long run, if you wait to put those events in, you'll have to spend a lot of time trying to be a detective and figure out what the date was for that event, or if that event became before another event. So just placing them in there will help you in the long run. What I actually do when each event is placed in there, at the end of the year, January 2020, I was already done with the book for 2019 and was able to order it the second week of January. Just because by having those pictures in there, I didn't have to spend so much time trying to track down each event that happened that year. Instead, they were already in there, and then the only time I had to spend was putting any extra captions in or any embellishments or messing with the layout to make it more custom to us. Tip 5 is take advantage of how many pages that you can make. Snapfish allows you to make a 150-page photo book. In the past, we had made photo books of specific events only. So we made a photo book that was our Lake Powell photo book. Then the same year, we had a Rocky Point photo book. So at the end of that year, we had, I believe, 3 or 4 photo books. But instead, we started making a photo book for the entire year. And here is our photo book from 2019. And this photo book is 106 pages. And we took advantage of how much you can pack into these books. We had, my parents had an anniversary cruise that's in here. We had a family cruise. We went to the lake. There's so many different events in this book, and it all fits in nice and consolidated rather than having 3-4 books that actually was more expensive in the long run. Having one large book, it keeps it consolidated and cuts the cost for you. And the last tip is coupon codes. Go ahead and open up a new tab and go to snapfish.com again, and this will take you to the home page. Then go ahead and click deals. Here is where you can search to see what sort of coupon codes are happening on Snapfish. Go ahead and see details, and this will give you a list of all the coupons that they have. Currently, right now, if you order anything that is $29 or more, you get 50% off. I'm going to Control Find Photobook. And right now, the 8x11 hardbook is only $15. Given you will want to read the fine print. Here it says offers apply to the first 20 pages only. So in my opinion, that's not actually the best deal right now, because if you have a 106-page book, you will only get a discount on those first 20 pages.
So this is where you will want to wait it out a little bit. And often I will find coupon codes that take 75% off those photo books, not just for the first 20 pages, but for the entire book itself. So you will want to shop the deals. They offer some incredible deals, not all the time though. So if you give it a few days, then you'll be able to find the coupon that will work for you.
I hope those tips will help you in your photo book making process. Thank you so much for joining DIY in the House. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the comments section. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and have a great day.